people, I get to understand, say, a female student at the Irwin High School in St. James is in critical condition at the Cornwall Regional Hospital after being struck by a Montego Bay Metro bus outside the institution's compound on Wednesday afternoon. Now, people, as you know here, the schoolgirl is in critical condition at the hospital. But allegations are that another school pickiney push her in the bus. I don't know if it's a boy or a girl do it, but them say is another school pickiney push her in the bus. The bus a come and whatever them a do, I don't know before that. But the only thing when me hear people, the alleged information is that as somebody else push the school girl in the bus and people it no look good because the people them picking it in a critical condition right now. Me hear say our jawbone broke. So make we see how we go. Any further details, I will make you guys know. But for now, that is what is being said. Somebody else push the people them picking it in the bus.
Yeah, man. Let me talk to you a little. Boy, you know that those of you who are planning to go into the season and you have the children at home and you want to buy up things, for the children because they are not going to school. So you want to buy up things for them to eat and so forth. But I wait until down in the rush time to buy up what you want to buy up. When you listen this good. First of all, things are getting scarce. Now, yesterday I went to a wholesale. And the wholesale, one of them top wholesale. We picked up just a few items. And the amount of money we paid, it was unbelievable. That things really raise up the way it is right now. Things raise. And it's raising even more and more every day. But did you know that not only that things are raising, but things are getting scarce? So there's a possibility that within the Christmas season, there's going to be scarcity in many food items. Things like chicken is scarce. Things like egg is scarce. And if there's any other thing that you know that is scarce, you can put it in the chat. But chicken is scarce, egg is scarce. The people them who love the ham, I hear people saying that is scarce. A lot of the organic stuff that we get in the market, a lot of these things are scarce also. You understand? And therefore it means that you're going to spend extra money for organic stuff. You understand? And other food items. Matter of fact, I learned that things like toilet paper is also getting scarce. I don't know how many of you remember a few months ago, probably about a year ago, I was sharing on TikTok and I was talking about the things that are happening across the world, because many people don't know what is going on. But there's a lot of things that are going on, guys. The Middle East and the Europe, and in Europe, and these places are the places that influence the whole world when it comes to trading and all these things. But there is a war that is going on right now in Russia, between Russia and Ukraine, and it is affecting the shelf, it is affecting the pump. gas price, food price, the pump, the kitchen. And it is affecting a lot of things, people everyday needs. Because in those parts of the world, for example, Ukraine is responsible for a large percentage of wheat that go across the world, places like Africa and all of those places. The same thing with Russia. They are responsible for the wheat and a lot of food supply. And those countries are in war right now. But you see the war that they are fighting, the man them a leak out some of the food supplies. Like Russia attack Ukraine food supply. Ukraine attack a few ships that carry food supplies from Russia to places like Africa. And these things happened about a year ago. And that war is going on now. Then you have the war that is going on in Israel between Israel and Hamas and Hezbollah. And Iran is also a part of it. And then recently, just about 3-4 days ago, they killed a man from Syria by the name of Assad. You understand? He is known to be a dictator and so forth. And so they get him out. Now, all of these activities that are happening in the Middle East, it is affecting oil price, guys. So you can look for utility bills to go up. Things like light bill, water bill, and all of these things. These things are happening, guys. And it's not funny. You understand? So now, I think it makes sense, and I'm talking to myself where this is concerned because I don't start to do it as yet, but I think it makes sense for us to just buy up things, tin stuff, and just store them up in our house. Just buy up tin stuff and food stuff that you know it's not going to spoil. You understand? It might expire, but it's not going to spoil so easy. So you buy up those things and you store them up. Because, and especially if you have children, you understand? If you can get things like ackee, you buy a couple dozen of ackee, because the ackee season is around now, and you buy them, and you clean them up, cook them, and just put them in the refrigerator. When you're ready for it, then you can take out a package of it out of the fridge and you cook it up with your saltfish or whatever you want to cook it up with. You understand? If you know people in the country, instead of buying some of the stuff from off the shelf, if you know people in the country who is willing to send up food supplies for you and you pay them, it can be a little bit cheaper. You just let them send up a good amount and you collect your stuff and you put it down. Because something is happening and it might go into next year. We don't know what part in next year. But between now and January, it's going to be February, March. Might be a little bit rough and tough. The last thing that I want to encourage us all, including myself, to do is in the Christmas season here, spend wisely. Especially if you have children, spend wisely, because remember, January is back to school and they need money to go back to school. So you see the partying, You have children, you can't afford to be partying. You go out with your family, you enjoy some time, and you come back home in the season and you just relax and enjoy yourself. But you see the excessive spending and the partying and all of those things that you know might affect you January morning, think wisely before you do all of those things. I don't want it to come across as if I'm telling people how to live their lives. But I believe that there are people out there who will appreciate these few informations. But it's rough out there, guys. People are working and they can't eat food. They can't pay their bills. Things are just happening around us. You work and you can't enjoy your money. You can't pay your bills. You can't pay your rent. You can't do this. You can't do that. So, just be wise. Just be wise. Shalom.